take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that split, did that drip. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the Dallas Cowboys. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. They go play action here on first down. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Second and 12. Rodgers. That's caught by the tight end, Harrison Bryant. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17.
17 yards. Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. Running on first down, Eckler. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It was Joey Bosa working his way in to bust that one up. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Rashaan Evans, the linebacker, recording the sack there. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Javon Hargrave, the D-tackle, getting the sack. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that one came close to hitting the big scoreboard up there as the fair catch is made inside the 20-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. Being chased out left. And he's going to keep it here. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
He was brought down at the 26.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsay. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
That's good.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsay. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Olivier Vernon brings him down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. Mike's 50. Mike's 50. And that QB's trash. Let's go. Check on 132 flight. Check on. I said let's go.
Now to the air. Locke. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 3rd down, here's Lindsay. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
I know they want to go for it here, and I know that their fans want them to go for it, but listen, I'm going to play head coach right here and look at the facts. Tie game, plus, even if you get the 1st, you still got a half a field to go. I'll go ahead and punt the football myself.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They do go for it. It's Locke. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. A couple of 1st downs has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. They look to throw. It's Locke. He's going to launch it for Washington. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. James Washington, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
Greg Zuerlein lining up for
the game had been pretty uneventful offensively until that big strike.
No doubt about it. Almost felt like they were just going back and forth a little bit in the 1st quarter. But in the 2nd quarter, things ramped up a little bit. Things jumped up. And you're exactly right. Going to make a highlight film or two. We'll be watching that one later on today.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Wilson on the tackle. 1-yard gain. Brings up
on 2nd and 9. Rodgers. And this one caught by Delanie Walker. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
A 7-yard gain.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 4th down. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They do go for it. It's Rodgers. He's going to air. He's got a man. Complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
You got tight right there. Hey, pick 26.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Completes it to Aguilar. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
The Cowboys take over.
That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
After the turnover, here's Locke. Flushed out right. He'll find Lindsey here. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Philip Lindsey, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
And it's third down.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Looking deep for Adams. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Mills. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Rodgers. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A pickup of 24. And that's where the play began, the 24-yard line. Block working out of the gun. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Tyler Lockett with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force it.
And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Bryce Callahan.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
At their own 28-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. He lets it fly, and that's caught inside the 35. Uh-oh. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tyler Lockett with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Cowboys 28, Cardinals nothing. Greg Zuerlein to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
And Walker has it. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They're going to go toss right side with Eckler. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Out of bounds at the 42-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. A final shot before half for Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. The Pro Bowl wideout Devontae Adams, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
8 yards to go.
A final shot before break. Rodgers, he'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. Certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here, as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time.
The ball carrier.
Matt Judon there to bring him down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Watch the curl, watch the curls. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Check, 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 check.
On 2nd and 7, Locke. He lets it fly for Lockett. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
1st down, Arizona.
On the give, this is Eckler. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Second and 12.
Right there, 54, right there.
Rodgers going to throw. It's caught here by Adams. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Adams. It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
To throw on 3rd down. Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
Rodgers.
This has kind of been the story all night long, hasn't it? An inability to really get much done on 3rd downs, and it's costing them.
4th down.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Now it's Rodgers. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
At the 36-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Lindsey. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, as the defense rallies quickly after the nice move.
He's brought down at the 30.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
Hey, check out, go. Mike is H3218. Chopper. 50's the mine. 50's the mine. Alpha. Go.
Shotgun snap to Locke. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 19. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
At the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Slam. Jim.
They'll try the sweep. It's Lockett with it. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Darren Lee.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grab.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Robbie Anderson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys add on.
Brendan, is there any way you and I can join this quarterback in the zone he's in? He's absolutely feeling it. Touchdown after touchdown, throwing the ball.
Zuerlein good with a PAT, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And it's third down.
Throwing is Rodgers. Going deep here for Landry. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Play action. Now it's Locke. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Sideline and incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight. 4 down. Mike 50. Blue dot Corkers.
On play action, Locke. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. The Cowboys on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
It's going to be a long day. Here we go. 50. Mike 50. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Now a play fake, and here's Locke. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Drew Locke.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. Gets it away, and I don't think Peterson will get a chance to touch this one. Angling for the sideline.
Brandon, you're never quite sure what the side judge or the field judge is going to rule there. That was awfully close, but in the end, he says it passed over the 1-yard line, and that's where they're going to mark it out. I mean, you can see it right there, right? See him walking up the sideline? Told him to stop right there at the 1.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Javon Hargrave there on the stop. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the fourth quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down. And the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
It'll be a gain of 9, and that... It's going to make it fourth down.
9 on the play, but it brings up fourth down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And my goodness, another interception.
Jackson.
Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Clock now on first down. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Anderson.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
At the 31-yard line.
Now Locke. Screen pass to Lindsey. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
That's good.
That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
From the gun, it's Locke. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
It's 2nd and 8.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. It's Eckler again. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. A handoff, it's Eckler. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 45-yard line.
From the 45 on second down, Rodgers under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Javon Hargrave, his 2nd sack of the night.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. On first down, Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And now here is another interception. Teron Johnson able to pick it, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Byron Jones.
The greatest show on earth.
And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. On the screen, this is Eckler. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down.
Hey, take 26.
Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. And for a second straight play, that Cowboy defense gets him to the ground behind the line of scrimmage.
Brought down back at the 21-yard line.
And the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Mine's 50. Mine's 50. Come on.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Cowboy. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Cowboys, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they will hit the road next week to take on Washington. Meanwhile, for Arizona, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Seattle Seahawks. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me?
Nights like this, I wish I was with ya. On my turf, roll out the Henry Rux. She like when I hit the receiver. Friend hop in, this is a four-seater. Made a yank straight out the wood, I'm Derek Jeter. Major leaguer, no fatigue. We don't get no handout, we don't get no Macarinas. Never gon' throw your back out, tryna work, you need a breather. I need a break.
Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me. Hold on. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me. Oh, down with me, down with me, down with me. Oh, you down.
Tell me who you talking to. Roll up that Sinatra, fly la mama to the moon. She asked me what's my life path. Told her 55 South to